Okay. Now we need to identify a lot of items still. Shadow rope. Magic ropes. Hmm. Fool's dagger. Was 20 to critical failure. It's a wonderful blackstone blade. Yeah. Dexterity -4 chance of flesh to stone fatigue sculptor. Need 30 points to identify this one. I think that's the last one. After that, we'll sell all the crap and get going. Mystic dagger. Very fast dagger with nice damage. That's still all there is to say about it. Sparter. Yeah, take it. Take it. Medallion of Beauty. I'm not quite sure what it exactly does. Mystic Dagger would be great because it has a lot of speed. The damage, but it's not useful unless you are very high magic focused. But that one Sword of Sickness, Sword of Air. I'm guessing we'll save quite a bit of money here for future use. I mean, we're going to the Dwarven Mines after all. I want to see what the Beauty Medallion does. Increases beauty by a couple of points. Do you have... what are you missing? Shield and boots. Okay, we need some shield. Shield... They're both terrible shields. There are no boots. So... and the normal blacksmith isn't gonna sell me anything. Shit. We'll sell the rest to the junk dealer. I'm really worried about the fact that I can't talk to the smiths anymore. Because he also sells some mechanical items, so he'll refuse to do any deals with me. Yeah. I do need some kind of a shield, though. Shields don't weigh much, and they offer quite a lot of armor class. We could buy worn shoes. It's better than nothing. Worn ladies' shoes. Yes, please buy it from me. Where am I gonna get boots and a shield? I have no idea. Let's go to Stillwater. It's on our way to where we need to go anyway. We'll try to get a shield and boots from there. It's a magic oriented smith anyway, so he'll probably deal with me. That way we don't have to start wandering around again. We just can go directly to the Black Mountain Clan areas. Yeah, level 4, that sucks. He's 20 levels behind everyone else. So he will reach a respectable level. It's not a total catastrophe. But he's still gonna be a weaker throughout the game. Random encounters. Straight. Okay, Tainted Iron Shield. It's better than nothing. I'll take it. Still no boots. I guess that can't be helped. Shield is the more important one anyway. But I would have loved some boots. Yeah, the attack is pretty weak. Base to hit 65%. That's bad. What about the same? 6 to 12. There should be some other shop here. Yeah. We're looking for boots, even normal boots would do. Just something. No. Let's continue. And finally, the Black Mountain Mines. I think there's a lot of areas we didn't actually get to go to. But at the same time, it would require to go through these areas trying to locate them. So a lot of wandering around. And there's no guarantee that we would find anything. I'll save here and let's proceed. Wolves. complicated road, so we only have one direction to go, and wolves. Okay, passage down. And another block road, so this is the only way that we could possibly go through. Oh crap. Prodigious vermin. They're not too bad. Yeah, what's that? Prodigious vermin again. Not too dangerous. Low level enemies so far. Again in dark tunnels, not fan of these. At least there's a little bit more lighting here. Kite units. So far, very weak units. Something you would encounter. Okay. 4 golems. That's not a weak unit anymore. That's when you hit it, you break your arm unit. Take your weapons, to be exact. Shaman. You don't want to come here directly. Level 12 units. And we'll pick up the money. You never know when you have a use for it. Other than that, this way we don't have to, if we get new guys, or no, mainly if we get new guys, we don't have to worry about buying new gear for them. If we see an item we want, we can buy it immediately. No worries. Few basic healing items for the technologically oriented. It's bad, we don't want to let people attack it, so if we can, we'll try to use harm to damage it. If you hit it, you'll break your weapon. If he hits you, yeah, you'll take damage. You lose your health if you hit it without a weapon. If you hit it with your weapon, you lose your weapon. So, if there's one opponent that's perfect for our magic, that would be it. The only regret is that I have a crappy attack spell, so we're in no position to kill it. Okay, Granite Rat, level 30 rat. Okay, now we're starting to see that's pretty much the same thing. It's not quite so dangerous, but attacking it will harm yourself. You can see. it's not nearly as tough. You don't take damage from hitting it. I think we want to... what? We want to use the read aura spells on these. Granite Rat and the Ore Golem. Armor damage. Geode. Again, technological items. Very basic ones. Restore fatigue. Just taking the gold and going. Anything else not worth checking. Even the gold isn't really necessary. Rockran? Yeah. Dwarven steel. Okay, where do we need to go? Can I cannot see the target. Okay, you get about 20 gold from each. Ooh, Gnome Wizard. Okay, there have been others. Well, they say they have been, but I didn't actually expect them to have bodies here. Aura. A rock sprite, it's a weaker version of the iron golem, or rock golem. Very high resist, damage resist 40%, but this isn't that bad. Melee apprentice. This isn't that special. Kill it. Yeah, still damages your weapon though. Okay, all those rock creatures we have to try to take out with magic. We can't let our weapons be destroyed here. That would be a pretty big catastrophe. I do want to see what our granite rat is like. Melee apron is very weak in that it's mainly durable and has a decent attack strength. And it's magic oriented. So, nothing really special. durable and strong. But besides that, it's very normal unit. Test coil. We haven't encountered that many traps here for a golem. Damage resistance 75%. Magic is 100. So, definitely heavy magic focus. Melee expert. Strong, durable. The only weakness this unit has is really the speed. The speed is isn't that great. So. Okay. I don't want to stop the progression, so I'll use fatigue potions. When we get out of here, we'll go and buy more. That's a good use for our increased income. They hit hard, but they're not that tough. Rock rats, granite rats. Ooh, he threw a rock at me. Magical attack. Lost half my health. It's wonderful. Geode. Not quite sure if they're all worth it. We haven't encountered that many traps here. Although these aren't exactly not just mines. I didn't expect a lot of traps here anyway. Okay, nothing of interest. Money, gems, rings, clock part. A lot of technological parts. Kite shaman. Some kind of a rock rat. Our familiar started to thought it was a good idea to go and start a fight with a rock rat. Might as well, it's not like it's gonna be harmful to us. Again with the healing item thing, they're worth about maybe 30 gold. So if you're tight on money, it's good to pick them up. I'm not. It simply isn't worth it at this point. You could definitely do this on a much lower level. Even though there are those ore golems, they could be easily outmaneuvered if you stay in real-time combat. King glass. They move so slowly you could just move past them and hit like kite warriors and things like that. You have to deal with the rats though. They're too fast. Try to proceed somewhat systematically. It's a bowman, yeah. Ooh, what is that? Let's try to use entangled seething mass. We'll take an oral reading. Melee expert, so very dangerous. High resist to fire and damage. Yeah, it's over. The seething mass was their only proper attack unit. Trapped armor damage. That's wonderful. This is sort of what I was hinting at when we thought about taking the divination school. Even if we have the spell, can we afford to keep it on? What does it actually do? See our problem. Okay. Exactly, we have to trigger the trap there anyway. So was there any point in having the detection? It wouldn't have altered the end result in any way. So in certain, if you don't go for the item identification, divination is could easily be ignored. Although if we encounter invisible things, that's another thing. Don't recall ever encountering invisible things. No wizard. Scroll of exiting. Thank you. Scroll of sins, invisible and traps. Note. Search for the target in the abandoned mines of the Black Mountain clan. Any failures, like those in Shrouded Hills, will be met with the most severe punishment. Here's our Molokian hand, guys. Yeah. Let's not go there yet, then. Oh. This looks like a proper dwarven place. Ah, he walked into a trap. Wonderful. Hmm. No, we don't want to bypass this. We have to know where it leads. It might be a dead end. I don't think it is. Can't I see there? A lot of Molokian hand, guys. So I'm expecting some kind of a massive fight here. Yep. I'll level up. Probably the same instructions for all. Yeah. No point retaking those. Already 2 scrolls of sense invisible and traps. 2 extra points to use on somewhere. Could get entangled. I don't know. I'm sort of interested in the fire flash spell. Hmm. Then what? Well, we could also train our stats. That's a very good use for your points. Excellent use, in fact. You can even directly put them in, boosting some stats. There's no need to try to get more and more spells if you know that you have what you need and want. I am interested in the fire flash spell. I'm not sure if it's might not be damaging enough, but it would allow us an area of effect attack. So if we encounter a mass of small weaker units, we could get them out of the way quickly and then focus on a single target. Though we don't have a single target spell either. Yeah, I'm not gonna take a single point in force. That's what that's my promise for this playthrough. You don't really have to rely on anything else anymore if you do that. What I am gonna do is get Fire Flash and maybe Entangle. If I'll get spells after that, it'll be to get teleportation and the spells in the speed or temporal area. Okay, let's do a little bit of counting. 3, 6, 8. So that's 13 skills in magic at maximum. That would mean what? If 11 more, so but level 35 we would have every magic spell we want. That would still leave us with 15 levels. We might not get to level 50, but a decent number of levels to just pump into stats. I'm just wondering, should I pump stats or should I pump fatigue directly? Constitution doesn't increase life. Strength does. Willpower, yeah. That's 2 points to willpower for fatigue. Willpower is 1 to life, 1 to fatigue, strength is 2 to life. I might have to check out what 20 constitution gives you. Because if it gives a huge fatigue boost, that's definitely the place to go. On the other hand, if it doesn't, it's probably better to maybe invest 4 points in intelligence to get that third simultaneous spell you can maintain, and then dump everything to dexterity and fatigue points. 1 point spent in here is like 2 points taken in constitution, like 4 points taken in willpower as far as fatigue is concerned, so it's not an insignificant thing. Well, staring at this isn't gonna take us anywhere, so do we want to take Entangle now? I think Fire Flash would be more important. We're gonna start dumping points to fatigue. That's at that point what we're really saying is we don't want to spend points in anywhere else. Until we reach that point in the game, we're not gonna do that. We could use a dexterity boost too. But we're not not 100% dependent on that. We can already cast, what, 4 times in a turn? 3 or 4 times every turn. It's not a... bigger problem is that we can't maintain the spells or keep casting spells. That's a bigger problem for us. Let's continue anyway. We'll take a quick peek where this leads, just so we know. Patriarch. Take insect on him. And that's it. This should be somewhat of a slaughter. We went up, not down. Yeah, it's over. Okay. 3 places we can go. Okay, we'll go back to the mines. We'll finish investigating the mines and then proceed. Almost 40,000 gold. If we get into any trouble with the fatigue, we'll 2, 3, 4. We don't have that many potions, but we'll drink fatigue potions immediately because we have the Morgana Sears potions for emergencies. They'll heal 120 points of health, poison, and fatigue. So those are our emergency potions. Health and fatigue potions are what we can use anytime. Use Sense Hidden as well. Although we do have the scrolls, so probably better to use them. At least it seems that the AI knows not to walk in the traps that are already discovered, so that's a very nice thing. I have to go there and start the combat. That was a good dodge. Machined gauntlets. Damage plus 15. So a great gauntlet, but not for anyone we have. Yeah, eye gear. Aptitude chance of critical failure plus 85%. Great gear for mechanically inclined. Yeah, pyrotechnic bow. Again, mechanical. We'll leave everything mechanical behind. It's just trouble to take it with us. Crushing hammer. Critical hit plus 10%. Crappy weapon. The gauntlets were beautiful though. I do want them. because I want Zach to have them. Nice events plus 15 to damage, 13 to 20. Yeah. He's very dangerous with bare hands at this point. I think it's better than using the what? That's about this. I think it's a little bit better to use your bare hands. At least as long as he's not apprentice. Yeah. Very interesting item. Don't want the perception glasses. It's not so important to him. It's more of if you intend to use firearms, sort of thing. And since we aren't, there's no point in taking them. So at least one level fully cleared, and there are quite interesting items. If you are mechanically inclined, coming here earlier is a much better thing. You don't have to worry about these also too much, because you have explosives and long range ammunition, weapons, firearms. So, and with real-time combat, they'll never reach you. You can just withdraw and keep on firing. Do have an issue here though. I want to explore this before going to either of these two. More wolves, nothing spectacular. It's a bit of a dangerous place. Almost lost our dog. Okay, another passage. Shit. To take a quick look where each and everyone go. Okay, this is the middle one. This one. Another mystery place. Both seemed hostile. So what's this then? Berserker, Shaman, and Scout. Ah, crap. I think this staircase and the rightmost staircase in the group of 3 lead to the same level. The middle one led to somewhere else. Yeah, I can't look at the map. Yes, I know. Ah. Well, yeah. So we're just at the other end of the same map. So let's clear this one, then go to the final one where we haven't been. There was a body of a thief there, so it's very likely a hostile place too. Why can't you go where I pushed the goddamn button? Yeah, you're not doing any of the things I... Yeah, they're totally ignoring all my commands. Yeah, no one's doing goddamn... No one's doing anything. Sometimes the AI is fine, sometimes it derps so hard. It's not doing anything basically. Yeah, it's not... No one's doing anything. This game is played in a more small group, definitely. Why can't I go there? There's clearly a door there. Shit, I have no idea what's the yeah. Yeah, it looks like a two-door system where both leave the same area, but this door is impossible to go through. Everyone refuses to walk through it. Anyone want to do something? Ah, finally. Something's happening. What it looks to me, what happens is that multiple characters occupied the same space, and that bugged out the AI. We'll give him the sword. It's not exactly great without the sword either. Stop blocking the road, please. Yeah, I'm increasingly leaning towards the fire flash to be our first acquirement, because a single fire flash at that point would have cleared the area right up. Even with stronger monsters, a couple would probably help at least. to weaken enough that we could have used a more focused spell to clear a path. So no matter how I look at things, I think Fire Flash is our first combat spell investment. Actually thinking about it now, there hasn't been any use for the Conjure Spirit, not really. So you can conjure the spirits, but they don't talk to you, they don't tell anything of interest, so the game hasn't taken a good use of that ability. It's basically has been worthless. There might be some occasions where it's useful, I don't doubt about that, but every use I have tried it on has been totally useless, so I don't really know what to do with it. Going with the fire at the start might have been a good option if you These are clearly dwarven living quarters, though. We're getting a decent amount of jewels and money, although they're uncut jewels, so they aren't going to be worth much. I'm guessing that's the nature summoning spell. The weaker one seems basically useless. There doesn't appear to be anyone having been living here for a long time, cobwebs everywhere. But still, why leave these books and paintings, everything? Is that a granite rat? It's a level 30 rat. Okay, it used some kind of ability. I think that's a metamorphosis ability. Hardened hands or something like that. Increasing his own combat capabilities, the damage he does. Maybe softening himself up so he'll take even less damage. Dark Elf Thief. Okay. A lot of traps here, so we'll be using the scroll of sense invisible. Why not? A lot of healing items for the technologically. Star Ruby. Huge amount of traps. Absolutely ridiculous amount of traps. More traps. It's interesting, they're square-based traps, all of them. I'm guessing that's how traps are in this game. Got poison. Fire. Fire traps damage your armor. Really? Ah, didn't detect that one, and you walked right into the next one. Good job. Where do I see if the spells isn't still not working? There. No? Yeah. There it is. Granite rats. We want to do some exploration now when we have the this special sensing ability still in action. I do like the fact that everyone is sensing and not just me. Traps, 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 traps. More traps. Sense trap scrolls. Everyone has them. Yeah, totally unnecessarily to take the spell, at least for here. Yeah. Look, another trap. Who would have believed it? Ah. Okay, the spell ended, so next. Getting some gold out of this. Nothing significant though. I level 21 ogre. Oh, kill him. Yeah, huge amount of traps. I just want to move there, not open and close the door. I didn't realize how much traps there actually were there. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do if you're mechanically inclined. Guessing you just have to have a thief with you. Armor damage can't be helped. Great help. Power axe. Hey, what? Yeah, fine. Helmet is definitely better. I think power axe is better for him. Uh, he doesn't get the bonuses of this sword fully, so it would be a good sword for me, but for any magic user, not really for him. It's not bad, but it's you don't get the most out of it. Mental inhibitor even. Oh crap. Oh, come on. You cannot cast spells where you cannot see. Running. Oh. Yeah, okay. Running low on magic. I think we went there, yeah. Still one room left unexplored. That's this one. Yeah, don't take those. There is a barrel there. A lot of plans to make technological healing items and buffing items and things like that. But that's about it. Coca leaves. Yeah, they're starting to pick up all the crap lying on the floors. Did you pick? Show it to me. Poppy flowers. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. Quick save and proceed. This is the final area. Ah, we'll keep the spot traps active. With good reason, it seems. Come on. Healing cell, old flintlock pistol. No. I want to quit. Okay, a lot of these little kite bastards here. They're fairly harmless to us at this point, even so I shrug them off, so if you do selective combat, this place would be very much doable quite early in the game. I don't think I'll do any looting until we're clear this level. It seems like there's gonna be a ton of these creatures. Yeah. So instead of stopping the killing every few seconds, we'll just clear the entire place out and then clear every place out of treasure. Okay. Rat is the most dangerous enemy here. Was the most dangerous enemy here. Where rat? I think I'll keep the magical weapon on the ogre too. So he'll have a technological weapon and a magical weapon both. A ton of archers, a few shamans. So a serious fight on low levels. Not for us. Weaken them all. They'll all summon those level 4 cougars. Fire Flash would have been great here. If you take the area of effects spell at the start, this would have been probably quite easily doable. And not kill off your own party members. Might have also helped. Yeah, think about it, you have your own guy, Virgil Magnus. Yeah, very easily doable, I'd say. Especially if you have some kind of compatibilities on your main character. Anything else? Where rats? Ooh, crap. Oh yeah, they're level 25 units. Level 5 Zark has a little bit of a problem with them. He can use the attacks once per turn. That's a bit of a problem. Well, you don't have to come here again, so you don't. If you don't plan on clearing this place fully, definitely you can come here earlier. Where does this lead? It's like a mock throne room. That doesn't look like a throne, that's a chair. The reason why I'm using spells instead of scrolls is because I think the scrolls are actually quite expensive. So they're worth a lot of money. Yeah, those guys are... The familiar is dying almost immediately. The axe is too slow. It's not a bad weapon, but it's not a good one either. Simply too slow. It offers a insignificant boost in damage, while at the same time cutting your number of attacks in half. So not good enough. Maybe when we get a little bit more speed, it might be good enough, but at the moment, simply no good. Ah, trap. How lovely. Anything here? No enemies, no nothing. Diamond and gold. More traps. Let's take a look at the map. There's really only one place to go. There were chests here that we didn't look at or explore. Yeah, we didn't visit here at all. Electrical harness. If there's something I do like about the AI is how it deals with traps. The moment someone recognizes it, everyone tries their best to avoid it, but if they can't, there's no other free route to get to where you're going, then they'll walk through the rat trap. And once you have the sense hidden, everyone senses those traps. But only when you try to walk into one. So this I like. Better games, in my opinion, have done it a lot worse. I think we check this. Yeah. and we'll become some little bit of coinage. But most of all, I think this area is now cleared. So what was the point of coming here again? Is this really it? It appears so. There has to be something else to the next step of the puzzle. Not sure what it is, but okay. Okay. Yeah. There's a ton of these traps here. Okay, now this stuff. Oh no. No. Why do you walk into it doesn't work. There's a lot of people trying to avoid each other or resetting their routes. It doesn't the evading doesn't work. So there are flaws in the system. Most overall it works well enough. Because in many games they don't seem to be aware until you flag them in a separate action or something like that. In here it basically flags immediately because why wouldn't you flag them? Instead of making it this separate operation, it just speeds up the game and makes it a lot more convenient. That's the kind of thinking this game could have used a lot more. It doesn't remove the problem of figuring how to deal with these traps, it just makes the fact that once you discover them, you don't have to curse that your own guys are constantly walking into them, or you have to manually bait them. Because every sensible person, once discovering a trap, would try to avoid it to the best of his abilities. So the game just automates it a little. Okay, now we have a number of traps increased a lot. Okay, it went away. Come on. Now someone is running into every trap. Oh my god. Warp. Let's see if we can loot something here. It coins. How about this pillar is obviously of Dwarven origin. Its front is covered with roughly hewn writing that does not appear to be part of the pillar's original design. I'm not proud as I set this down, but it must be known, I, Gudmund Orbender, have rejected the judgment of the Wheel Clan. Banishment of the Black Mountain Clan to the Isle of Despair for crimes against the Dwarven world, namely the sharing of technology with the humans, is a more graven offense than that which it purports to avenge. I commit to stone my judgment on Logair and his clan, blinded in their madness to the extent they would allow the elves to force their hand. The day the elves came, led by the warrior betrayers of the wheel, was the day my destiny was writ upon the stone. Godmund Orbender would never be banished by the hand of an elf, no matter what untrue judgment of guilt were handed down. The voice of reason, usually so clearly heard by the dwarven kind, was shunned when it cried out to drive the human from our ancestral home. The big child sold the dwarven birthright to the world, as was he the charge of Stenner, so must he be guilty. So must be the guilt in a charge of Stenner, the guilty Stenners. This day shall be remembered for all the days of the Orbender, when the proudest of clans may be forced as sheep into a circle of punishment created by lowly elves. A warrior stand and do not. The Orbender must reject all that his dwarven bones will him to do, as there must be one to stay and make record of this, the most evil of days. I scream for my brothers to fight the unfair judgment of the clan of the old clans. I scream at them out still. Okay, so they were banished by another dwarven clan. Why have you come? I will not go. I spit on the judgment of the Wheel clan, elven pawns. It comes to this, it does. I'm ashamed for myself and my kind, I say. Okay, I need to ask some questions. All answers are carved upon the pillar of truth. What is done is recalled for the eyes of eternity. Can you tell me of the Wheel clans? Yeah, why would dwarves let elves interfere in their affairs? Elves covered in fear at the might of dwarven machines for eons past, waiting for their chance to set the dwarves upon themselves with the threat of war. Which elves are you speaking of? Elves are elves are elves. All elves are the same to my eyes. What are you trying to say? I'm trying to say what I'm saying. I can waste no more energy on these things. My traps need all my attention fleetly. Time for more questions. Can you tell me more? Who is Logair? Logair, leader of the Wheel clan, cast the clan of the Black Mountains out. Your elven kind must have bedeviled him with their magic. You are attempting to control my mind even now. I can feel you in there. Maybe. Yeah, what can you tell me of the Wheel clan? The clan of the Wheel, the clan of the clans. Theirs is the final judgment of all things woven, as they were the first. Who are you? Catman Orr, Pender of the Mountains Black. I am Shane, betrayer, but not. I did what must be done. I alone stood for the right. Yours is not to judge, mine is the harshest judgment of all. Okay, I guess that's it. Now we must find the Wheel clan. I guess they were banished. But we don't know where they were banished. Yeah. To find the wheel. Come on. Game. Oh. I think the scrolls would have been enough if you don't waste time. Still, you would have gotten hit by quite a lot of traps. But nothing you can't deal with, as long as you have some healing with you. But not a nice place. One semi-coherent dwarf putting traps everywhere. We have over 40,000 gold now. The only real item I want to buy is more fatigue potions. I can convert it to health, and so that's all we really need. Oh, there's still the... We had one exit scroll, didn't we? Yeah. No. Why is it asking me about quitting? Ah. Finally we got to the Black Mountain Mines. I think we will go to the see at least Mr. Bates and report our findings to him. After that, we'll see what happens. I don't feel the need to do any more side quests or extensive exploration, though. What is that? That's some kind of quarry there. Yeah, it's for the altar stone, of course. We'll have to wait till morning anyway. Not quite sure where to sell all this. We'll try the general store first. 110 gold for a geode. We'll sell the geodes first because they weigh quite a bit. And then the rock cut gems. Mysterious gem. I have no recollection of where we got that. Just have to see enough that we actually look what the item we're selling is named. I think that's it. We still have a lot of items to sell, but here. Okay. We will be having to sell stuff to the junk dealer, but again, that's the last location we'll try to sell things to. What do you buy? Do you have a new sale? Nothing new. Buy those. Direction healing. I'll buy scroll exiting this too. Yeah, they're worth over 1,000. Okay, what now? Yes, Star Ruby. I have no idea what that is. As long as we only have one, I'm not gonna sell it. Let us spot her, sir. Yeah, he's not buying much. A boot. Enchanted war boots. Yeah, these would be probably great for our ogre. We could buy him a sword of air. The speed is quite fast. I do believe. We need. Shit. Okay. Speed is 12. It's not a bad weapon. It's relatively fast. We'll probably have to buy him a proper weapon at some point. It's still better than this one. More importantly, it's a little bit faster. So you might get an extra strike. Might not. Shoes. More AC damage resistance. Yeah. This damage resistance is quite nice, 50%. AC is not that high. The large guard leather isn't exactly amazing item. We'll go talk to Bates now. We'll dump the rest of the items to a junk dealer. Okay, go right on it. Okay.
You have returned. Tell me, what news?
The dwarves were banished to the Isle of Despair because
For the sake of the gods, out with it, woman!
they irresponsibly allowed their technology to spread to humans. He seems taken aback a moment as he considers what you have told me. By the god, it is as I always feared. I doomed them all. He's now sobbing openly. What have I done? My youthful impertinence. Here, some gold for your trouble. He attempts to compose himself. Could you do something further for me? You would like me to go to the Isle of Despair.
If you would. I know I've already asked much of you, but an old man needs to put his mind at ease.
Yeah. What is the Isle of Despair?
The Isle of Despair is a penal colony, extremely dangerous. The criminals are unceremoniously left on her shores to fend for themselves against the elements and the other inmates. I would be indebted to you, of course.
Yeah, I'll do it, but how do I get to there?
Go to the docks at Ashbury. You can find it on your map. Ask around for Edward Teach, a crusty old salt. He is in command of one of the boats that I use for special jobs.
Yeah, can this man be trusted?
I trust him implicitly. There are rumors of a somewhat less than virtuous career on the high seas, but he's a good man should a difficult situation arise.
Yeah, that is reassuring.
I'll wire ahead to tell Teach to expect you.
Nice
Of
questions.
course. What do you wish to ask of me?
Thing else. Ogre guard. Urgh. Okay, finally some progress. We have to go to an Ashbury and take a ship to Isle of Despair. Track down what happened to the Black Mountain Clan. I do like the fact that there's no more random wandering around this point. You could do it, and we probably could find a decent number of additional quests or even characters, but I do want the extra points so I can get the fire blast attack or whatever it was called. Fire flash. Just in trading. We'll visit the wise woman. I'll buy some potions before we go. We might have to be away for some time, so we only have 4 fatigue potions now. I'd like to have a half dozen at minimum, closer to 10 if we can help it. That way I don't have to worry about should I cast spells or should I save the fatigue. We can go full out on most every serious situation and not worry about it too much. I don't want to buy these light fatigue potions though. So we'll buy Morgana's Tears. Umbrella. There we go. Touring Quarry. I'm pretty sure there's a site somewhere here. And probably somewhere at the edge. But we'll ignore all those things for the moment. We have done a lot of side questing, wandering around pretty aimlessly, so from this point on, as long as we're in these old areas, I do intend to be more main plot focused. Does that mean I'm going to ignore all side quests and not do them anymore, but I don't want to spend an hour, 2 hours doing inventory management things or that kind of a totally pointless fetch quest. Yeah. Ooh, more gold. I wonder if Ashbury has a wise one. I don't know. Yes, it does. It's fine. Hopefully, we don't need to go there, do we? There's sundries here. Not quite. We want the crooked staff. Training. Greater fatigue. Restoration. Yeah, these scrolls are too expensive. 5,000. 200. Yeah, way too expensive. This 267 is more like it, or 89. But yeah, 5,000. I'm guessing it comes directly from the level of the spell. Why is this a major staff? Okay, I'll save and I want to see what does a major staff do. Okay, magic points. 50 extra fatigue points, basically. That's quite. Yeah. We can keep the shield up. Yeah, there's no point having the dagger if you have the major staff. We can give the shield to him. Yeah, it's armor class 12 better and 1 to 10 points of damage to the attacker. So it's simply a better shield. Yeah, this is looking quite acceptable. We'll keep the dagger in the case we want to exchange the staff away for some reason. Yeah. 40 extra fatigue points like that. That's like 10 points invested in fatigue. So it's a significant boost. Too insignificant so that we could ignore it. One of these ships is Teach's ship. Blackbeard. Edward Teach. Once we find Mr. Cheech, I think we'll end this. It's not this one. It doesn't look like a Blackbeard. I don't think that's a ship captain. I think he travels between cities. Yeah, this is more like it. All Teach do for you. I'm sorry, I don't believe we met. Aye, we haven't at all. I be Captain Edward Teach, all the sea dog and captain of the Gypsy Shadow, the crustiest and most seaworthy vessel inside of Razor Cape. Nice to make your acquaintance. Yeah. I have a question, and a pleasure to make yours. I have a question or two. Of course, lassie. I'll actually just leave, and I'll end it here. The next time we'll play through, at least partly through the Isle of Despair.